Confidence is not being the most beautiful one in the room, the most smart one in the room, or the most good looking. It's none of these things. It is a mindset. When I was younger, I used to post my pictures on Instagram hiding my face. I never really called myself insecure or thought my face was ugly. I never said those things to myself because I thought I was mean, and I never wanted to be mean to myself. But I was insecure, I felt like my face was not worthy of being posted. And my dad used to tell me, why are you hiding your face? Why are you keeping your hands on your face every time I take a picture? And I tell him, it's because that's the trend now. That's what the cool kids do, keep their hands on their face. And he used to tell me that, no, you're doing that because you don't want to show your face. And I used to say, no, that's not the reason why. It's just that it's the trend now. And then as I grew up, I realized that what he said was right. I was insecure. I really did feel like I shouldn't be posting my face. If you go check my Instagram right now, you can still see those pictures there because I did not delete them because that was a part of my life, right? So I still keep them there. Today I'm going to tell you everything that I did that took me from being the person who always had to hide herself to being the person that is able to do whatever the hell she wants to do. First of all, let's clear some things out. Confidence is not being outgoing. Outgoing people, really extroverted or outgoing people who can just go into any room and make conversations with anybody, just being life of the party. That is not confidence. Okay, I'm not saying that outgoing cannot be confident. Yes, outgoing people can be confident, but just being outgoing is not confidence. Maybe you're a chill, laid-back person who just likes to take things slow. You could be a confident person. I'm just saying that being introverted and extroverted has nothing to do with confidence. For example, me, if you put me in a room full of new people, I'm not the person to just go and make conversations with anybody. I like to take my time with things. So I take my time to go and start talking with people. It's not because I cannot. Nothing is stopping me. It's just because I don't want to. I don't want to do that. That's why I don't do it. If I have an intention of going there and talking to someone, I will do it. And that is confidence. Okay? Confidence is when something does not stop you. If there is something that you want to do, you are able to do it. So if you are someone who likes to take their time, don't judge yourself saying that you're not confident. So confidence is just embracing and accepting yourself as who you are. Okay? I know this sounds a little cliche, but that's the truth. Realize that you are your biggest enemy. You know why I say this? Just think about this, okay? When you are walking into a room full of people and you are trying to walk in there with confidence, or maybe you're posting something online and you are thinking of all the things that people are going to talk about you, right? How people are going to judge you, what they're going to say, what they're going to think. But do you really know what they're thinking of you or what they're talking about you or if they're judging you? Do you really know that? You just know what you are thinking that they are thinking of you, right? You are thinking something inside your head, thinking that this is what they're thinking about me. But you don't even know if they're actually thinking that or if they're actually judging you or actually talking about you. You don't know none of these things. We are just making these things up in our head. Maybe they're not even thinking about us. When you're gonna walk into that room or when you're gonna post that stuff online, sometimes, you feel like everybody in the room or everybody watching you knows what they're doing. You just feel like everybody knows what they're doing. It seems like you are telling yourself that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Everybody seems to have things put together. Do you really know if they know what they're doing? The truth is nobody really knows what they're doing. Okay? Nobody really knows. Everyone is trying to figure things out. Okay, maybe there's a person who's more smarter than you or more good looking than you. There can be people like that, but they have their flaws as well. Nobody is created perfectly in this world. So when you're walking into that room, just realize that nobody has an idea of what they're doing. Okay, everybody is figuring things out just like you are. It's just you think in your mind that everyone knows, but nobody really does. And also just think about this, right? When we see someone else being so carefree, just walking up into a room full of confidence, or when we see another person posting online, posting whatever they want to post, we think, oh wow, that person is so confident. But when it comes to us, when we are doing the same thing, when we're trying to do the same thing, we are pushing ourselves down. When we're trying to post something online, we're like, oh, that's cringe, that's annoying, that's ugly, you look ugly in it. But when you're seeing someone else do that, you're like, that's so cool, that's awesome. And that's how you realize that you are your biggest enemy. You are the only one stopping you from doing the things that you want to do. Honestly, there's nothing else that's stopping you from doing whatever the hell you want to do. And now here's the thing. If there is that one thing that you want to do in life, like this is what I want to do in life, this is my dream, this is what I want to go after. If you have something like that, but you are afraid people might judge you or they might talk about you and they might think you're cringe. And here's what I want to say to you. You are cringe. People are going to judge you. People are going to talk about you. There's no skipping it. All the celebrities that you look up to and every person that has made it to the top, they've all had to go through that phase. They had to be seen trying. So you have to be ready to be seen trying. There is nothing cringy about trying. Okay, trying things out. How will you know if you never try? And here's another fact. Confidence cannot start from the outside. It has to start from the inside. It's not like once I get good clothes, I can be more confident. Or once I start doing my makeup, I can be more confident. Or once I do this, I will be more confident. It should not be like that. It has to come from the inside. You know, maybe yes, wearing a certain type of clothing or maybe wearing heels can make you feel more confident. That is true. But that means you cannot take the ownership of your confidence. Your confidence comes from something external, something outside of you, and it depends on that thing and not on you. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you here. The way you talk to yourself is super, super, super important. I know you've heard this so many times, but let me highlight this, okay? If you are used to telling yourself, I'm going to mess this up, I'm going to ruin this, I'm so bad at this. If you are someone who always constantly tells yourself those things, change it. Maybe you don't really have to believe it in the first. You just have to say it to yourself. What's wrong with just saying it? Just say it to yourself, okay? I am awesome. I'm gonna rock this. This is gonna be my best day. These things are always gonna work out for me. Everything's gonna go smooth for me. Just say all these things to yourself and then try walking there. It does make a difference. I'm not saying this is the only thing that you have to do. I'm saying this is one of the things that you have to incorporate with all the other things that you're gonna do. This has to be a part of it. Positive affirmation, positive self-talk, all these are real things. And it's time for you to start doing it. And one thing about energy, this is actually something deeper. When you are saying all these negative things to you, you don't have to speak a single word with your mouth, but your energy is going to speak for you. Everyone sitting there watching you knows that you're not confident. That's one thing about energy. You don't have to really speak, but people just know. And now this practice, try doing this, always works for me. Whenever I'm about to walk into a room, about to present something, I just imagine there is an aura, there is light coming from me. I just imagine there's immense amount of light coming from me and people are blinded by that. And I trust it 100% every time I walk into that room about to do something. This works for me, always. Maybe it's not gonna feel natural to you the first time you do it, but keep doing it. Trust me, it works. The most important one, do more things that make you uncomfortable. Doing the uncomfortable things, there's actually something to it because we are proving ourselves that we are able to do anything. And this is actually developing our confidence. If you don't keep the promises that you make to yourself, you have no confidence. From my personal experience, I was in the peak of my confidence. I can just do whatever and there's nothing stopping me, okay? But as I stopped doing the things that I promised to myself, okay, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna do this, tomorrow I'm gonna do that. As I stopped doing those things, I started to lose the confidence in myself because I didn't trust myself. I said I was gonna do this, this and that every single day, but I never showed up. And this made me lose my trust in myself, and as a result, my confidence also started going away. So if there are things that you have been promising to do, get it done, okay? That's how you gain back that trust and your confidence. And one thing I can say to you is that you could literally go from level 0 to a level 100 of confidence, because I'm speaking from personal experience. You can just ask my dad. I used to be the most awkward, the least confident person ever. Just put in the work. And I know the fear that is behind it, like I said, right? Doing the uncomfortable things. There's so much fear that comes with it. Fear of judgment. Here's one thing that can help you with it. Just look at that person. Maybe a person is making fun of you. Maybe a person is judging you, talking about you, making fun of you. Just take a look at that person and ask yourself, is that who I want to become? Is that the person that I want to become? Do I want to be like him? Do I want to be like her? No, you don't want to be like them, right? Then why are you ever taking an opinion or their thought or their judgment? Why are you taking it in? Someone who's already made it, someone who's already up there would not make fun of you. Maybe you don't have your makeup the perfect way like everybody else does. Maybe you don't have the coolest clothes like everybody else does. I'm not saying that you cannot get on any of these things. You can get them on the way, but just for now, start with what you've got. Start implementing these in your life and see how things start working for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, bye bye.